Hi everyone, this is Tijn from Amsterdam. I hope you're doing well. And I'm planning to do a series of videos on all the stuff that's going on right now. I've been studying meditation, the evolution of consciousness, whatever you want to call it, for about 30 years now. And I'm also a musician, I'm a writer, I wrote a lot of books on these topics, and so I thought I'd just share some thoughts with you about what's going on in the world right now. I think many of you are experiencing that something is going on. It seems that all of the old systems, all of the structures that we've created are sort of collapsing in front of our eyes, and it's a little hard to see what is the next step, I think, for many people. I mean, it's obvious that we can't go on the way we've been going on, but what is the next step? And one of the things you've probably heard about is the transition that humanity is making from 3D to 5D. And you might be wondering, what's 4D? I mean, where did 4D go? If we're going to 5D, what's in between? Well, so my thought about it is this. 3D is the place we're in right now. It's like a frequency, a bandwidth, and it actually corresponds with, let's say, the lower chakras, meaning, the first chakra has everything to do with our physical existence, the second with our emotional existence, and the third one with our mental intelligence, you could say, our ego mind. And so most of humanity is caught up in these three lower chakras. We're either identifying with our body, with our emotions, or with our mind, with our thoughts and our belief systems. And so what we're doing right now is we are opening our heart. And the heart, you could call that the fourth frequency. When the heart opens, we, for the first time, really experience oneness. But also what happens is we experience separateness and duality, maybe for the first time consciously. We really become aware of how separated we've been and how caught up we have been in the lower chakras, and how much stress and pain and problems that has caused, not just for us but for everybody on the planet. So on the one hand, it's a beautiful transition through this fourth density or fourth frequency, where we really get to know the beauty of life, how everything and everyone is connected, but we also become blatantly aware of how disconnected we have been. But once we can transition through that rocky road, the fifth dimension opens up, which means that the higher frequencies open up, and we get access to our spiritual self, our spirit, or higher self, whatever you would like to call it. And this is the transition that humanity is making right now. We are moving from these lower frequencies to these higher frequencies through the heart frequency. And so what most of us are experiencing right now is the opening of the heart, and the good stuff and the bad stuff that is coming up, and everything that is not in tune with this new, let's say, 5D frequency has to be purged out. It has to come to the light, which makes it quite an uncomfortable period to live in, because everything is coming out right now, not just outside of us but also inside of ourselves. And so what I'd like to recommend in this time is that you do not fight against whatever is coming up, but just learn to see it as it is. It's just the old letting go. And one of the things that helps me a lot in this transition is to smile, to use humor. I mean, humor is probably the best way to, create some distance between you, your real self, your spirit, which is beautiful, which is powerful, which is loving, and that part of you which is not original. So the 3D world trying to disturb this, just smile at it, right? So smiling, I think that's why Buddha is always portrayed with a smile, because he sort of sees the humor in all of this. And if you can smile, it's like you create a distance between who you are and who you have become. So I think that's the main, step or trick or practice that we can do in this time, to just smile at everything that surfaces. And when you can smile at it, there's distance there, and you can simply let it go. And that is the way forward, I think. So don't fight, don't get angry, don't get scared. Just smile at it, let it pass, and it will let you go. See you soon.